Hey there, what's going on? Chris Cervantez, eHomes, coming at you with the monthly market update for the city of La Verne for the month of August. So there's one very interesting change that I'm going to make you wait to listen to, and it has to do with pricing. So I'm going to start from the top and we'll work our way there. So starting from the top, as of right now in all of La Verne, there are 50 homes on the market. That is up, of course, since the beginning of the year. However, still not overly concerned at this point, specifically because of the total inventory in relationship to the closed transactions, which, by the way, in the last 30 days, it's been 21 homes that have sold in the last 30 days. But the ratio between the active amount of properties and how fast the market is consuming the total inventory, it's still pretty hot. The term that I've used in the past is called the absorption rate. I also like to call it the temperature of the market. Basically, right now, we're still floating around 2 months of inventory, actually 2.25. So that means that if not one more home were to list, it would take about 2 months for us to get rid of the inventory. So that's not a high number in relationship to what's considered a balanced market. A balanced market is between 4 and 6 months. Anything beyond 6 months is going to be a buyer's market. So anything less than 4 months is going to be a seller's market. Granted, things are changing, things are cooling off compared to the last 24 months. The last 2 years have been absolutely crazy, and that's reflected in multiple metrics, which we'll actually get to. But nonetheless, it's still a very strong market for La Verne. I have seen homes list and sell here in 1 week. Actually, to touch on that, the average days on market right now is 19 days. If we compare that to last year, it was 16 days. So an extra couple of days, not a big deal. On average, homes are still selling in 3 weeks. So is the sky falling? Absolutely not. We're still looking pretty strong here. But we actually skipped the pending transactions. So right now in all of La Verne, we have 24 homes that are currently in escrow. And I did want to jump back to the closed transactions, because closed, we're looking at 21 homes that have sold. That's actually down year over year. It's down about 40%. So that's a pretty big jump year over year. But again, we have higher interest rates. We have the pricing is still changing. So actually, let's talk about that before we get into the highest and lowest sales. So the big thing about pricing that I wanted to share with you is that after all of my research here in the last several months, actually since shooting these videos, this is the first time that I've seen the median price year over year actually go down. Now, before we panic, I'll explain. But basically, year over year, we're looking at a 4.6% decrease in pricing. So the median price in all of La Verne for the last month is $830,000. Last year, it was $870,000. So that the pricing is coming down, but I'm not going to say it's a fluke, because you got to dig a little bit deeper and look at the types of homes that are selling here in the last month versus last year. On average, the homes that have been selling here locally have been about 1,500 square foot homes. Compare that to the 2,000 square foot homes here, a year ago. Well, obviously, larger homes are going to sell for more money, right? And I also want to make sure that we keep things in perspective, because we actually, if you compare the median price of today's pricing versus the median price in just 2020, that was only 2 years ago, we're up, even with the $830,000 price point, we're up 20% from where we were just 2 years ago. So 20%, a gigantic jump. Even if prices do continue to stay where they're at right now, we're still way up. So sellers are still reaping huge rewards for owning property in La Verne over the last couple of years. Another interesting stat that I haven't shared in the past, which I thought is something to keep an eye on, is here in the last month, homes are still selling above the asking price in La Verne. Although it's nominal, it's still above. We're looking at homes that are selling about 1%, 1.2% above the asking price as an average. So that's still something to notate. If we compare that to last year homes were selling about 7% above the asking price. So yes, things are cooling, but nonetheless, I mean, it's a function of interest rates and other, you have people maybe pushing back on the higher price range, but that's to be determined. We'll just see how the following months kind of play out. So let's jump into the highest and lowest sale. So highest and lowest sale, we'll start with the highest. It was a beautiful Craftsman duplex right there on Bonita. The address is 2279 Bonita Avenue. Gorgeous porch, all the things that you want to see in a Craftsman home. Incredible details. And it was actually a historic home. Just closed escrow for $1,150,000. It was on the market for just 10 days. They had it originally listed for $1,125,000. So it sold $25,000 more than the asking price. It sold in 10 days, which is faster than the average in the entire city. It was a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom up front, and then there was a 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom above a 4-car garage. It looks like it was really well kept. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make the open house, and they sold it super fast. So it looked great. Congratulations to the new owners. And the lowest price was one of the condominiums right there off of White, right next to Las Flores Park, 2408 Pepper Street. So again, a great indication of what's going on in the market. It was listed at $398. It sold for $420 in 12 days. So yes, it was upgraded. It was a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. Those floor plans have like the upstairs bathroom is 836 square feet. They did do some remodeling, so the kitchen was redone, the bathroom upstairs was redone. It looked like it had newer flooring. It sold really fast for $22,000 above the asking price. A lot of information. I'm still very, very confident about what's going on in La Verne. If you have any questions about your situation or you have any real estate related questions, all my information is below. I'd love to jump on a call, email, whatever it is, and chat about your situation. So thanks so much for watching. Take care. Have a good one.